And there was some women, of us. We always gather at my house in the winter time, and over craft or just meetings and tea and coffee and bannock. And I said nobody's really coming up with something. I've always talked about the water. It was 2002 that we were talking about that, and one of the girls said, we live on Lake Superior. It was just we could see it from where we live. It's only about 10-15 minutes walk to the lake from Thunder Bay where I live. Said, and she says, let's walk around the Lake Superior. And you can imagine Lake Superior is such a big lake. And we laughed at that remark, and we joked about it, and finally I said, yeah, let's do it. A walk with a pail of water. And again they started laughing and said, yeah, I can just see Josephine walking around Lake Superior with a pail of water. But then as we talked about it, we began to get serious again and said, okay, let's do it. Let's just do it. We'll do it in the springtime. So that's how it started in the spring of 2003. We started over here in Saxon, where the midday school is. And that's where we started, and we walked up from there all the way around. And it took us I think it was 36 days to walk all the way around. So that's how it all started. Just from somebody says something, and the spirit speaks through a human, or speaks to you in dreams, or speaks to, other people. And so that message was, let's do it, walk the talk. Let's just not talk about it, let's walk. So that's what we're doing, we're walking the talk. And it's a beautiful journey, and I really encourage people to do the same for wherever their lake is, to walk around that lake, adopt it, and give it honor every spring, or once a year, or even 4 times a year. To do that, we do that in Thunder Bay. We have a little lake right in town. We walk around that little lake every spring. And so there's so much that could be done, in terms of physically, to really honor water when you drink it. Really concentrate on what you're doing with the water when you're showering, when you're washing dishes, when you're drinking water, when you're brushing your teeth. How much water are you really using when you shower, when you take a bath? You really appreciate that. One of the messages of hope that I bring to the people, and especially young people, is that fasting. When you go out and fast and you sit on Mother Earth for 2 days or 4 days, or however long you choose to sit on Mother Earth, you really appreciate, when you've been without food and water for those many days, that first little bit of drink of water is so beautiful for your body. And that first little food that you're given after a long days of fasting, and the first food is the strawberry, that it's so invigorating that you really start to think about food and water after that. You really think about the food that you're eating, that you really concentrate on what you're eating, that you don't want to pollute your body anymore with all these junk foods and all these chemicals that you're putting in your body. Fasting is such a wonderful experience for yourself and your body and your physical, your emotional. And when I saw the vision of all these people gathered in a valley, waiting for something, and I know that they were waiting to go on a fast. And I see all of America, North and South America, uh, someday, soon, that all of these people are going to do fasting, however long, 2 days, 4 days, and everybody will fast. Can you imagine millions, thousands, not using for 4 days, 4 nights, not using water, not using um, garbage, not using food? How much less would be used? It's amazing when you calculate, when you do your math, how you can really help with the giving Mother Earth a rest. When you're resting with her, you're also giving her a rest from all the things that you do to her. Oh,
Miigwech.
mm,
This is Nick Vanderpy reporting for News from Indian Country on the shores of Gitchigami. with Josephine Mandamin.